Hey everybody, you'll have to excuse my voice as I'm kind of getting over a cold, but this week Kia has sent me over the fully redesigned 2017 Kia Cadenza, and in this video I'm going to go over my top 5 likes and top 5 dislikes, so let's get started. So starting with the top 5 things that I like about the all-new Kia Cadenza, number 5 is going to go to the luxurious exterior presence. Now, I was a big fan of the first generation Cadenza when I reviewed it about 3 years ago, and this one Kia basically took the signature styling with the tiger nose grille, the very attractive overall shape, and they kind of just upped it up, or one-upped it. They made it look even more expensive. I especially like the front LED headlights with LED fog lights. This vehicle also has very interesting looking amber lit LED daytime running lights, which are definitely unique. They're really different. The Z shape in the headlight and the taillight is a little bit weird to me. I'm not entirely sure why they wanted to incorporate that, but I think this car looks more expensive and it definitely looks a class above the Kia Optima in the lineup. Number 4 is going to go to the luxurious interior furnishings. Now, when I first looked at the inside of this all-new Cadenza, I was pretty impressed. I mean, you have lots of soft leather, diamond quilted leather in the seats, really nice simulated wood grain, stitched leather on the dash, a really nice feeling steering wheel, the suede headliner. I mean, this is the top-of-the-line SXL, and it definitely shows this vehicle's interior will definitely go toe-to-toe with vehicles like the Maxima, like the ES350, like the Toyota Avalon. Number 3 is going to go to the easy-to-use infotainment system. Now, this is the latest version of Kia's 8-inch UVO infotainment system, which stands for Your Voice. It's really easy to use. The graphics are good. The overall layout is really easy to use, and the touch response is also good. So those of you who aren't really a fan of all those fussy controls that you find in some competitors, you're really going to find the interior infotainment system in this car to be really refreshing. Number 2 is going to go to the comfortable front seats with these diamond quilted leather covering them. I mean, these seats are really impressive to look at, and honestly, I thought that this was the only vehicle in the class, which technically the Maxima offers the diamond quilted seats as well. However, I do find the seats in this car to be extremely comfortable. They're heated and cooled, of course, heated in the back seat, heated steering wheel, and I really enjoyed driving this vehicle on long trips as the seats were really comfortable. It's a really important feature to have, especially in this full-size sedan segment. And finally, my number 1 like about the 2017 Cadenza is the fact that there are actually a lot of reasons why you may want to choose this over the Optima in the lineup. Now, this, of course, sits above the Optima. It's roughly about a few inches longer in the wheelbase and overall length. The interior feels more spacious. It feels more luxurious. The fact that Kia puts a V6 engine in this car is also another reason why you may want to choose this over an Optima over the Turbo 4 that you can only get in the smaller sedan. And I think that those of you who are cross-shopping the two will find plenty of reasons to choose the Cadenza, and it's also not that much more expensive if you can keep the options in check. Now, moving on to my top 5 dislikes for the 2017 Cadenza, let's start with number 5. And number 5 is actually going to go to the expensive as-tested price of my tester. Now, I said earlier this vehicle can stay reasonably priced if you keep the options under control. However, my tester, the SXL, stickers for an eye-watering $45,000, which roughly makes it about $5,000 more than an Avalon or Maxima. Now, the Kia Cadenza does give you a lot of features in this top trim, but those of you who, don't know how to keep the options under control may have a little bit of sticker shock when you see this vehicle's as-tested price. Number 4 for my top 5 dislikes is going to go to the fact that this vehicle is not really fun to drive. Now, most vehicles in this full-size sedan class aren't really fun to drive. The Cadenza steering is pretty numb. The transmission shifts smoothly, just really slowly. And overall, you kind of get the impression that you want to drive this car at 8/10, and when you really start to push it, it just doesn't really inspire much confidence, which again, if you're looking for the sportiest driving vehicle in this class, you may want to head over to look at the Nissan Maxima. Number 3 is going to go to the fact that this vehicle is all new this year, and it doesn't have an active lane keep assist function, which really surprised me. It just has a passive lane departure warning system, which is super annoying. I ended up turning it off because every time you just kind of inch over to the lane markers, it gives off this annoying beep that will just drive you nuts. It just lets everybody know that you're a terrible driver when you're driving this thing down the road. So again, I'm surprised that Kia didn't put active lane keep assist on their one of their flagship sedans. Number 2 is going to go to the fact that this car doesn't have fold-down rear seats. Now, the trunk is pretty big on this car. It's about 16 cubic feet, but I was surprised to see that the rear seats don't fold down. They only have a pass-through. Now, I would excuse that if the rear seats actually reclined, but they don't, or if they had like a massage function or whatnot. So I am a little surprised to see that the rear seats don't fold down to give you that added level of versatility. And last but not least, my number 1 dislike about the 2017 Cadenza is the fact that Kia doesn't offer this thing with all-wheel drive. Now, some of the competitors don't offer all-wheel drive either. The Buick LaCrosse is one of them that actually does, but it would have given Kia another, differentiation between it and the Optima. I think a lot of vehicles in this class, the full-size sedan class, should offer all-wheel drive. It's a really important feature for some buyers, especially these days. But anyways, that does it for my top 5 likes and top 5 dislikes on this redesigned 2017 Kia Cadenza. Please keep in mind that I will be doing a full Redline review. Expect to see that uploaded in the next couple of days. Until then, if you guys are looking to see the latest cars I'm testing, make sure you follow me on Instagram at redline_reviews. Like us on Facebook. And as always, guys, keep subscribed to the Redline Reviews YouTube channel for all the latest reviews. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you all in the next video.